What is going on, guys and girls? My name is James and welcome back today to Roblox. How are you doing, everyone? Welcome back, welcome back. Today, of course, it is time once again for some brand new Swarm Simulator, and today's episode is going to be a little bit different from our usual stuff. So today we are going to be making essentially like a guide slash walkthrough on every single one of the current Beequips inside Swarm. So we're going to cover the more common ones, the ones that you may have already seen and got, but we're also going to be covering the rarer and really sneaky ones, and we're going to be showing you a little bit about what they do and also how and where to get them in the game. So yeah, we're going to be doing every single one of them. There's going to be lots of information. Hopefully it's going to be useful. And yeah, should we get rolling? I think we should get rolling. So 3, 2, 1, claim the hive. How are we all doing? Are you guys and girls good? I really hope so. Yeah, so the reason why I wanted to make this is because over the past couple of episodes on the channel in Swarm, we have been hunting the rarer Beequips. So we had the Poinsettia, and in last episode we got the Icicles. And these are two that are a little bit trickier to get, and I thought it would be useful to compile like all of them in one episode because there are still a few really sneaky Beequips that are quite difficult to get. Side note, by the way, just before we get started, if you saw last episode where I spent over 2,000 Robux and used 25 night bells to try and get a vicious bee to drop the Icicles and failed, this morning I logged into Swarm, it went nighttime, a spike emerged, it was in the pepper patch, it was a vicious bee level 11, and it dropped me Icicles. On it is the ultimate troll. On it always wins. You should know this. I give him a hard time sometimes, but ultimately, On it always wins. Curse you. So yeah, outrageous on it trolling aside, yeah, I don't know what we should do for this episode. It's going to be kind of like a guide one, so can we try and get 4,000 likes on this one? That would be really cool. Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully you guys find this useful, and yeah, just massive thank you for all of the support so far on the Swarm Simulator content. I really appreciate it. So today we are actually going to be utilizing the incredible Swarm Simulator Wikipedia page to source our images and information for this one. So I feel like the Swarm Simulator wiki should get way more credit than they do. The team that run that and stuff, you know, it's all sort of user contributing and stuff, and the Swarm wiki is actually incredible. Like, I use it myself a lot, and I actually used it I think a couple of weeks ago to look back at the Beesmas 2019 and the Beesmas 2018 content and try and compare it to all of the leaks and stuff that we had before Beesmas 2020. So as well as like the older stuff, it has just everything to do with Swarm. The newer stuff does get added to the wiki as well, so I would highly recommend it as well. And yeah, just big shout out to the people that run it. You guys do an awesome job. But we're going to be using the images from the wiki in this episode, so I wanted to kind of give the credit there. I didn't make these images, those guys did. But yeah, really cool. So let's get started here straight away, and we're going to start from the lower level ones first, and of course we're going to begin here with the elf cap. So chances are this was like the first one that you got. I think it's the first one that I got. It is a level 3 Beequip here, and you can see that you can get this from a few different locations. Well, you can't, I can. So this is a reward from the Bee Bear's second quest line, so you just get it as a random reward, but you can also get this from a ladybug drop, and you can also get this from the brown bear stockings. So you'll see a few similarities in how you can actually get these from certain mobs, and also the bee bear's stockings, sorry, the brown bear's stockings. There are a few that come from stockings and animal sort of bug things exclusively, so I'll talk you through every single one of these. But I guess the big question is, are any of these good? Well, I think all of them are good, to be honest. They all do different things. But the elf cap, quite simply, it's a low level one. It gives you a hive bonus of a little bit of extra convert rate, and it just gives you some various conversion boosts. So for a low level one, it's okay. Okay, next up here we have the single mitten, which is another one of the lower level items, and this one can be attained in 2 different ways. Give me those snowflakes! There we go. So this can be obtained as a rare drop from the rhino beetles, and this can also be taken, this can also be got from taking down the snow bear at level 5. So to be honest with you, with a lot of these, I don't tend to get these from mob drops. I tend to get them from rewards either in and around the map in different ways. But apparently we can get these from mob drops. All of them are probably going to be pretty rare. So if you have actually had any from mob drops previously, then good for you, because I haven't. But yeah, two ways you can get this, the level 5 snow bear and the rhino beetles. And in terms of the stats, it gives you a little bit of hive bonus capacity. So if you're at a lower level and you want a bigger backpack or whatever, that's pretty cool. But other than that, it's just a bit of bomb and gather. Number 3, warm scarf. And yeah, once again, this is another one that can be obtained from the stockings. So the stockings are actually pretty awesome. Should we check ours? Okay, we didn't get that, but we got a Beesmas top. We'll come to that in a second. Did you guys know you can actually get eggs from the stockings? I saw someone that got a diamond egg, which is really cool. But yeah, this one is obtained from the stockings, from the Bee Bears catalog. It has its own cozy bundle here, and it also comes as a rare drop from scorpions, apparently. Is it any good? Well, it gives you a couple of guaranteed hive bonuses here for red field and white field capacity, which is always pretty helpful, and just a little bit of conversion and energy. But yeah, it's a pretty decent one, I think, especially for the extra capacity in red and white fields. Ah, yes, the peppermint antennas. I think so far this is the one that I've received most screenshots from, because everybody's been like sending me their screenshots of when they get the peppermint antennas from the king beetle. So congratulations, everyone. Yeah, this is a drop from the king beetle. Let's see if we can get some peppermint antennas here. But you can also get this from the peppermint gift box, which is one of the gift boxes that you can open in and around the map. So did we get the peppermint antennas? The answer is no. Man, they never give me them. You guys get all the Beequips, I never get the Beequips. It's so sad. But yeah, technically you can get them from the king beetle, just not every time. I do have a pair of them myself. Are they any good? Yeah, they're pretty decent. Level 7. We've got a little bit of extra convert amount, a little bit of extra gather, a nice movement speed buff, which is always good. And we also have a little bit of a pollen ability and rate. So it's just a generally good Beequip. It just does a little bit of everything. Yeah, it's pretty good. The next one here is the one we literally just got from the stockings. This one is the Beesmas top. And I think out of all of them, I always get these. It seems to be the one that I get the most often. But there are 3 different ways that you can obtain this guy. You can get this from the stockings, which you just saw. We can get this as from one of the gift boxes. I think it was this first one that we got it from. I can't quite remember. Apparently, we can also get this as a rare drop from the mantis. So is it any good? It's okay. I guess it's more of a fighty one. It does tend to give you a bit of attack boost, and it also gives you a bit of critical chance and critical power. So it's going to be one of those ones, if you want to boost your attack up a little bit, then these guys are going to be the ones for you. Ah, okay. Next up, we have the pine cone, and this is one that I don't actually have yet. So I am going to get this. This is a bunch of different ways, and this is one of the most interesting things for me. And I'll talk about that in just a second. But yeah, this is the pine cone, and apparently there are a bunch of different ways we can get it. So number 1, we can get this from the Bee Bears catalog, of course. There is a section here called the pine cone bundle, but we can also get it as a rare drop from the werewolf. Not that I've got one, but apparently we can. We can get this from the Merry Mythic Robux pack as well, and we can apparently get this from the Stick Bug Challenge. Now, this is where I'm really confused, because I've done now, I think, 3 or 4 Stick Bugs, and I've not had a single Beequip from any of those runs. And each time I've got a pretty good score, about 50 million plus. But there are a bunch of these Beequips that apparently you can get from the Stick Bug Challenge. So please let me know if you've had any Beequips from the Stick Bug. Let me know which ones in the comments below. I'd be really interested, because I've not had a sausage. Not a sausage. Stick Bug is not in a good mood with me. I keep bashing his music, and he doesn't give me any Beequips. It's so sad. But yeah, is this pine cone any good? Yeah, I think it is. If you like the pine tree forest, this is kind of awesome, because not only does it give you a pine tree capacity boost every time you're in this field, but it also gives you a pollen boost as well. So if you're grinding or field boosting in the pine tree, this is a pretty good one. Icicles. Oh, icicles. There you are. Yeah, this was the saga of last episode, and these are an item that you can obtain in a few different ways. So number 1, which we found out the hard way, is you can obtain this from vicious bees. Now, based off my research from how I've played it, I only actually got this on a vicious bee which was level 11. So any vicious bee that was under like level 11, did they come at level 10? I think they might. But yeah, any level, like under level 10, I did not get any icicles. If you did, please let me know. But yeah, you can get these from the Vicious Bees, you can get this guaranteed from taking down a level 15 Snow Bear, and you can get this in one of the Robux packs. So this one is pretty cool for attack once again. You can see here that it gives you a little bit of an attack boost, and it also just gives you a couple of random hive bonuses of extra bomb pollen, and a cactus field boost, because cactuses are spiky, and so are these icicles. It's such a troll item. The Beesmas tree hat. I actually think this is one of my favorite looking ones out of all of them, and I don't think I've actually had one myself just yet. But yeah, this is a level 10 Beequip, so you can see that a few of these are getting slightly higher in level. And this one is obtained from a couple of different ways. So once again, you can get these in one of the Bee Bears bundles, and it kind of feels like some of the harder ones to get. It does give you the option to get these in the bundles, especially things like the Snow Queen tiara, which looks really, really good. We'll come to that in just a second. But yeah, you can get it from the Bee Bear bundle, but apparently you can also get this as a rare drop from the Tunnel Bear. Now, once again, have I had it from the Tunnel Bear? Nope. But apparently some people have, and if you have, GG. What does it do? Apparently it gives us a little bit of convert amount, an extra critical chance, and it gives us a big hive bonus of some capacity and a little bit of convert rate a hive. So nothing too crazy, but it looks cool, it looks festive. I just like the way it looks. Okay, next up we have the Bubble Light, and this is one that we actually do have, which makes a change. A couple of ways that you can get this. Apparently you can get this as a rare drop from the Spider, which is something, once again, that I just don't seem to get them from the mobs. I'm not too sure why. But we can also get this from the Gloaming Gift Box, which is one of the gift boxes located in the map. So I think that is where we got ours from. So this is the Bubble Light. It's level 8. Is it any good? The one cool thing about this, which I think is good, is it gives you bubble pollen guaranteed, it gives you move speed guaranteed, but it also gives you increased mark duration. So if you're someone with a hive full of vector bees, this is going to be a really good one. And you can have 3 of those as well. So that's going to be a really big boost for vector. Snow Tiara! Yeah, I think this is probably one of these that has the most boosts all in one go. And I think this is one that you can only actually have one of these. This is one of the strongest Beequips that you can get. And it is obtained in 3 different ways. So firstly, you can get it in this bundle for 5,000 snowflakes, not cheap. You can get this apparently as a very rare drop from the Spider, or you can get this as a reward for taking down a level 20 Snow Bear. So where the Icicles were the level 15 reward, this is the level 20 reward from the Snow Bear. Now, you can kind of see, based off all the things that it does, that this is a very, very good Beequip. It's equipable at level 12. You can only have one of these, but it gives you a little bit of everything. And if you have like a blue and a white hive, this is probably the one for you. Look at this. Blue gather, white gather, critical, blue hive capacity, white hive capacity, extra honey from tokens. It does everything. So yeah, very blue-based, blue and white based, but very powerful. Next up we have the Snow Globe. Yeah, so this is the Snow Globe, and this is one of the cool ones because this actually gives you one of the special passive abilities. So yeah, we've actually got one of these, I think, on our Frosty Bee just for a bit of fun. But you can see here there's a bunch of ways that we can actually get this bad boy. We can get this from the Bee Bears catalog. We can get this from Rhino Beetles. This is the guaranteed drop from the level 10 Snow Bear. And you can also get it from the Snowy Starter Pack, which cost 400 Robux. It's just what it says on the website. I can't remember where I got this from. I think I might have... I don't know. Technically, I would have 2 of them by now. I've got 1 here. It's full potential, which is really nice. And of course, it does have the Snow Globe Shake ability, which is one of the Beequips that actually has the special ability attached to it. So this is definitely worth having one of these in your hive, and it gives you like a really nice boost of bomb pollen. So really good for bomb bees. Okay, next up we have the Reindeer antlers. Now, of course, these are an exclusive permanent item that are only going to be available for the Beesmas period, I think. Anyway, On It might bring them back in like next year's Beesmas. But essentially, you know, you can get these from the Reindeer Puppy Pack for 800 Robux, or you can get them here. Oh, has he removed it? Oh, there they are. There we go. We can get these here from the Beesmas catalog. So either Robux or in-game currency, which is a really, really nice thing that On It does stars a lot of the time. I really like that. They are expensive though in the Bee Bears catalog, but of course you guys know about these. You strap them onto your puppy bee and you get the special fetch ability. So only two ways you can get it, by Robux or via the Bee Bears catalog. This one gives you the reindeer fetch, obviously, which is really, really cool. And it just gives you a bunch of other stuff as well. But I think most people are going to get it from the reindeer fetch. It's just a bit of festive fun. I like it. Next up, toy horn. I've got one toy horn. And yeah, a lot of these I've only ever had one of, and I think most of them have just come from the gift boxes. But yeah, this is the toy horn here. Now, apparently we can get this from two different ways. First, we can get this from the brass gift box, which is located in the map. But secondly, apparently we can also get this from stockings. Now, the weird thing is, right, I've seen so many of these like listed as being had from stockings, but I only ever get the same two Beequips. I get like Beesmas tops and I get like elf hats. So I don't know if this is coded. The more times that you actually hit the stockings, the higher chance you have to get these other Beequips. But yeah, I haven't had this from the stockings just yet. But what does it do? It gives one of the passive ability boosts. So it actually gives your bee a chance to add melody to its moveset, basically. It does a few other bits and pieces here. You can read them all on screen. But once again, this is one of the cool items that actually give you another ability basically for free that your bee can learn. So your bee that doesn't know melody can strap this bad boy on and it can now give you melody tokens. And speaking of them, we have the next one here, which is the paper angel. Now, once again, shenanigans. Wait for it. This is the paper angel, and I actually really like this one. Oh, it's got googly eyes! Why have I only just noticed it's got googly eyes? I love googly eyes, like low-key, I love them. But yeah, this one can be obtained from a few different ways. So it's from the paper gift box, which is where I actually got mine from when we opened up all of the gifts on the map. Apparently you can also get this from stockings. Not seen any myself. And then it says here, you can get these from participating in the stick bug challenge. And I am so confused once again because I have not pulled anything from the stick bug in terms of getting a Beequip reward. So I think I might just have to do a bunch of stick bug because I'm getting really curious now. But yeah, if you have had any of these from stick bug, please let me know. I would love to find out, but yeah, I haven't. No idea. And you could also get it apparently from the Honey Mega Day Haul in the Robux shop. So I think the best way to do this is get it from the gift box. But the cool thing about this is that once again, similar to the horn, it gives you an extra ability for your bee, and it will give you an extra token link, which you can add to a bee that doesn't normally learn token link. So yeah, just another one of the circles that goes boop and connects all your tokens together. Happy days. Okay, we are slowly coming to the end of this now. There's only a few more left here. Next up, once again, another one of those passive ability boosts. We have the toy drum. Now, this is obtained from the tan gift box, which is where I got mine. And apparently this is also obtained from the stockings. Now, whether that is true or not, I'm not too sure. I'm sure it probably is, but they might be really, really rare to get. Once again, this has a passive ability boost. So this gives your bee a chance to learn haste, and it kind of just like a sort of a gather and critical, and it just does a bunch of everything. Now here's the thing, right? Honestly, like no Beequip is bad. They all have their different abilities and stuff. It really just depends on what kind of hive you've got, what kind of bees you've got, and just how you want to play the game. So there's no good or bad Beequip, I don't think. It's just a case of how you use them. Like, what do you want? Do you want extra attack? Do you want extra boosts? Do you want extra speed? You know, it's kind of one of those. But the more we play, the more we'll probably learn which ones are better and which ones are not. But anyway, next one. My favorite Beequip that I still haven't got. I really want this one. This one is the lump of coal. Only obtainable from the stockings of doom that never give me anything. I really want this. So yeah, this is the lump of coal. This is a level 13 Beequip. And this is the maddest Beequip, right? And on paper, it looks rubbish. So this guarantees your bee to have a huge energy nerf between 70 and 80%. It's going to nerf the bee's move speed as well. But it's going to boost your bomb pollen by quite a bit. In both, like, you know, bomb pollen and then the blue bomb pollen as well. So you may be thinking, well, why is this good? This is terrible. Well, no, because what you can do, right, is you just put it on one of your rubbish bees that do bombs or something, and it's going to make that bee rubbish. It doesn't even have to do bombs. Just put it on a rubbish bee, and it's going to be rubbish, that single bee, but it's going to provide an entire boost for your entire hive. So it's worth it just to have one bee that's going to not do very much. I really want the coal. I really want the coal. I can't get the coal. Maybe I have been good this year. Maybe Honor doesn't want to give me coal. Okay, the penultimate one here in this episode is, of course, the Poinsettia, and this is one that we did actually pull in an episode. So this one is only obtainable through the Ant Challenge, and in terms of the score that you need to get, it's super weird because I got mine at just over 200. I died deliberately at 200 and I got it. But I've seen people who have said that they got it at like level 80 or something, like 80 score or something. I had 300s. I did like 3 or 4 300s in a row, didn't get it. So I think it might be relatively luck-based is kind of what I'm thinking. But yeah, this is only available in the Ant Challenge, and it gives you a little bit of red gather here, and it gives you some gather pollination chance, and a little bit of extra pollen from bees. So it's a pretty good one, actually, but only available from the Ant Challenge. And the final one for this episode, oh my goodness, I've just realized this is one that we have had from the stockings. It's the electric candle, yes! I actually got this from the stockings. This is only available from the stockings, believe it or not. And I've got it, which is incredible because I don't get anything. I don't know. I feel like I've really struggled to get these rare Beequips, but I have got this one. This one is pretty difficult to get, and you can get it here from the stockings. Now, what does it do? It's basically all to do with red flame. So this is going to be really good if you've got a red hive, you've got lots of spicy bees or, you know, demon bees or whatever. It gives you extra red gather, it gives you extra flame pollen, and it just does lots of little boosts like that. So once again, kind of like more of a red style one, but it really just depends on your hive, to be honest. Like, all I can recommend for these right now is because I haven't looked at them properly myself. You know, I haven't been able to equip them all because I haven't got them all. But just take a look at your bees, you know, take a look at what they do, take a look at what you're lacking. So, you know, you can go into here, you can look at all your stats, remember. You can see maybe what might be slightly low, what you would like to improve. Take a look at your Beequips and then decide from there. And obviously you can take them on and you can put them back or whatever. They don't get destroyed unless you want them to be destroyed. So just play around with them and yeah. Good luck. So that's all of the Beequips currently in the game. That is all the locations of where you can get them. And yeah, hopefully at least 1 or 2 of those is going to be useful if you're looking for something specific. I myself, I am looking for the lump of coal, so I'm going to be constantly hitting those stockings, and eventually, hopefully, we might get it. But yeah, anyway, so as I mentioned, super different episode today. This is a very, very information-based one, but we'll be back next episode with our usual stuff, and I'll see you guys in that one. So until then, thanks, and see ya.